If this message has found you today, trust that Spirit has guided you here for a reason. There is an energy surrounding you that many people notice long before they truly know you. Today's message is about first impressions, hidden perceptions, and the truth that eventually reveals itself. As always, this is a collective reading, so take what resonates with your heart and gently leave the rest behind. The first message coming through is this: someone thought they had already figured you out until they finally got to know the real you. Spirit shows me a person watching you from a distance. Before they ever spoke to you, they had already created an image of who they believed you were. They noticed your quiet confidence. They noticed the way you carried yourself. They noticed that you didn't seek attention or compete for approval. Instead of asking questions, they filled the silence with assumptions. They believed you were distant. They believed you were difficult to approach. Some even believed you were judging them without saying a single word, but Spirit says none of those stories belong to you. They belonged to the fears living inside them. The cards reveal something beautiful about your energy. You don't need to speak loudly to leave an impression. Your presence naturally carries strength. People feel it before they understand it. Some are inspired by it, while others become uncomfortable because your energy quietly reflects parts of themselves they have been avoiding. That has never been your intention. You simply show up as yourself. Spirit wants you to know that authenticity often feels unfamiliar to people who have spent years pretending to be someone they're not. When they meet someone who is genuine, they don't always know how to respond. Some admire it, some misunderstand it, some even become intimidated by it, but none of that changes who you are. The cards now reveal another message. Someone eventually decided to look beyond their first impression. Instead of listening to rumors or assumptions, they gave themselves the chance to know your heart. Everything changed. They discovered someone who listens more than they speak. Someone who values honesty over appearances. Someone who would rather have one genuine conversation than 100 meaningless ones. They found kindness where they expected distance. They found warmth where they expected coldness. They found humility where they expected pride. Spirit says this happens more often than you realize. People are surprised because your strength and your gentleness exist together. They expect one or the other, but you carry both. That balance is rare and it makes you unforgettable. The cards show that your journey has changed you. There was a time when you tried to explain yourself to everyone. You worried about being misunderstood. You wanted people to see your true intentions. But life taught you something important. Not everyone is meant to understand you immediately, and that's okay. You no longer chase acceptance. You no longer exhaust yourself trying to change someone's opinion. Instead, you allow your actions to speak. Spirit says your peace has become more valuable than proving yourself right. The right people don't need endless explanations. They simply experience your energy and recognize your heart. That realization has brought a quiet confidence into your life. You are becoming more comfortable with being exactly who you are, and Spirit says that is one of the greatest transformations of all. The energy continues unfolding, and Spirit has another message waiting for you. Someone is quietly admitting that everything they once assumed about you was completely wrong. They've had time to reflect. Time has a beautiful way of revealing the truth. The more they observed you, the more they realized that your calm nature was never arrogance. It was peace. Your quiet moments were never coldness, they were wisdom. Your boundaries were never rejection, they were self-respect. Spirit says many people confuse confidence with pride because they've never learned the difference. But your energy teaches a silent lesson. You don't need to prove your value, you simply live it. The cards reveal someone who now feels incredibly comfortable around you. At first, they were nervous. They worried about saying the wrong thing. They thought they had to impress you, but once they experienced your genuine heart, all those fears disappeared. They discovered someone who laughs easily, someone who enjoys simple moments, someone who accepts people for who they truly are. Spirit says your kindness becomes visible only to those willing to look beyond appearances. Another message comes through: not everyone will understand your journey. Some people will continue creating stories that were never true. Some will misunderstand your silence. Others will misunderstand your independence. But Spirit gently reminds you that misunderstanding does not diminish your light. It simply reveals where someone else's perception ends. The cards show that your intuition has become one of your greatest gifts. You no longer ignore uncomfortable feelings. You notice when someone's actions don't match their words. You recognize sincerity without needing constant reassurance. Because of that, your circle has become smaller, but your peace has become greater. Spirit says this is not a loss, it is protection. You have reached a season where quality matters far more than quantity. One genuine connection is worth more than 100 empty conversations. The energy now shifts toward your future. Spirit shows new people entering your life. These are souls who won't judge you before knowing you. They won't compete with you. They won't feel threatened by your confidence. Instead, they'll appreciate your honesty. They'll celebrate your success. They'll respect your boundaries without taking them personally. These are the relationships your soul has been preparing for. The cards reveal that you've spent enough time trying to fit into places where you never truly belonged. That season is ending. You are no longer shrinking yourself to make other people comfortable. You are no longer apologizing for protecting your peace. You are no longer chasing friendships or relationships that require you to become someone else. Spirit smiles because this is exactly what healing looks like. Healing doesn't change who you are. It gives you permission to become who you were always meant to be. The final card appears surrounded by soft golden light. It carries a message your heart may need to hear today. The people meant for your life will never be frightened by your authenticity. They won't ask you to become louder or quieter or different. They'll simply appreciate the real you. They'll recognize your gentle heart. They'll value your honesty. They'll understand your silence. And they'll never mistake your self-respect for distance. Spirit says you've spent enough time wondering whether you were too much or not enough. The truth is, you were simply standing in front of people who couldn't see you clearly. The right souls always will, so continue trusting your intuition, continue protecting your peace, continue letting your actions speak louder than opinions. Continue choosing authenticity over approval, because your energy was never created to please everyone. It was created to attract the people who are truly meant to walk beside you. And those people will never fear your light, they will feel at home within it. Until our next reading, may your heart remain peaceful, your spirit remain authentic, and may every connection that enters your life reflect the honesty, kindness, and love you so freely give.